folks, giving you a little picture of my sky. It's just not the same as looking at it in person. Try to put my polarized glasses over this. That is so gray. It works out better with a picture than it does in the video. It's just my cell phone. The whole sky, it's covered by a haze, like a white milky haze. And the sun is not yellow, the sun is white. And I have been watching the skies all afternoon. I went to get my tires installed at about 11 o'clock this morning, and it was pretty warm. It got up about 64 degrees, which is not too far off of our normal temperatures around here in November. Should be more like 70, but it definitely would have gotten to 70 or higher. The sun was starting to come through a little bit. By 12:30, 1 o'clock, the temperature had dropped to 61 degrees, even though it's not a cloudy day. Like, I'm looking at the sun's been out all day. It's just been hidden by this crazy haze, and we see this all the time. Like, the sun just doesn't look normal. It doesn't look yellow. You can't feel the warmth from it. So, before lunchtime I could actually feel the warmth from the sun, and now it's chilly, and the temperature's dropped, I think, to 59, and the time right now, it's not even 2:30, and that's not the way it works around here. Like, even at this time of the year, I'm in southeast Louisiana, it's normally really warm, and it'll continue to get warm throughout the afternoon, and just the sun being closer to the equator, it just gives us more warmth. So for the sun to be out and for it to be getting colder throughout the afternoon, when it should get warmer at least until 2:30, 3 o'clock, probably more like 4:30, that's not what we see. And I have literally taken dozens of pictures and videos today watching whatever these are, I've said this time and again, this idea that we're looking at planes way up in the sky. I mean, maybe they're drones, and they're a lot closer than we think they are. When you watch these, I'm just going to call them chemtrails, whatever they are, these trails that are left behind these planes, when you see them, they look so small. And then what you're looking at that you think is an airplane, like a passenger jet way up high in the sky, they look really tiny. And when you're watching, and I've taken the videos, and then just a minute later, literally a minute later, you look and this chemtrail is just spread out so big, and it looks like it's so low you could reach out and touch it 1,000 feet off the ground, a couple thousand feet off the ground, not tens of thousands of feet off the ground. And they don't dissipate like condensation should just dissipate in the sky. There was a little bit of blue in the sky late morning, but you could still see some of the yellow light of the sun. And by late morning, that started changing, and you're watching the planes across the sky, and with the right filter, or in this case with these glasses I'm wearing, I can see the lines really clearly getting laid down, and it getting grayer and grayer, dingier and dingier. There's no clouds rolling in. It's just the entire sky getting gray, the entire sky, and it getting colder, even though the sun's out and you can see it plainly. It just doesn't look normal. So yeah, it's we should be daytime highs in the 70s. We're lucky if we get into the very low 60s, and we should see lows in the 50s. We're seeing lows, I believe, in the 40s or 30s every day, and our highs tend to be in the 50s or sometimes in the 40s. It's very abnormal, and it's because we're not getting the heat from the sun, and we're not getting also the healing rays of the sun that help our bodies produce vitamin D. That is not a normal sky, folks. It's not normal. all day long. X's in the sky. Dozens of them all day long. That's an X over there. It's just spreading out. Nobody cares. Gotta go Christmas shopping. Watch your TV shows. All day long. X's in the sky. Totally normal.